Let me see. Look at me. Look at me now. Turn around. Turn around.
You should already know.
I know, but I gotta re-examine. Hey everybody, and welcome to Nutrifoodie and Lifestyle.
Yep, and we're back today with another video. And
wait, slow down. It's been a while, so we hope you guys are all doing well, right?
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. I thought you were jumping straight into it.
I was gonna say we haven't made a video in a while, but we're back.
Okay. So you glad to be back?
I needed a break.
You feeling refreshed now?
Still tired.
He needed a mental break. I needed it too. Sometimes you just need a little break when you're doing so much. You got to take some time for yourself. And I wrote a blog post about that, so go read it.
Yes, go check it out. So today we decided to do, are we calling it a couples tag or a get to know you tag?
I think it's a get to know couple. The couple.
So a couple tag.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be a couples tag, and we're going to do 10 questions and let you guys get to know us a little bit better, and we'll try to answer these questions as best as possible. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to our channel. This is Vanessa, and I'm Max, and we're going to let you know a little bit about us.
All right, so let's get started.
All right, so question number 1. Where and when did we first meet?
Where on OkCupid?
Well, yeah. Well, we first met. Well, we're gonna answer it in different parts. So the first where is would through be we met online through online dating on a dating platform called OkCupid, and that's how it kind of got started. And we were,
even though he was gonna run away from me,
I wasn't gonna run away. Okay, I just didn't get to reply yet.
All right.
Yeah, so pretty much we met on the dating site. We spoke for a little bit on it, spoke on the phone, and then...
Yeah, we spoke because you initially wanted to meet up, I think, right away.
I guess so.
And I think I told you let's wait and talk a little bit more because I didn't want to kind of like rush to meet up. So I said, let's get to know each other through texting or, I think we text first and then the phone became like later, talking on the phone. But we said, let's do that. And then we met on June
8th.
Right. And we first met at the...
Well, that would be also the second question on the thing.
Yeah,
but we'll answer
question number 2.
But we'll answer it all together. So this would just be the whole get to know you thing. So pretty much we met online, and our first date, which would be the second question, but we'll just add it as one, would be we officially met at the Brooklyn Bridge. So our first official date was at the Brooklyn Bridge.
So, but even if you don't live in New York City, a lot of people know about the Brooklyn Bridge because it's monumental.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you haven't guessed it out, like we're at the Brooklyn Bridge, so that's automatically New York.
So that's where we had our first date. I chose that.
Yeah, she chose that.
Was that your first time on the bridge?
That was my first time on the bridge.
And that was my first time on the bridge.
Yeah, so it was like for us.
That's me.
It was like, like you live in the city for so long and there's so many things that you have, after you take for granted, and you just like, like I've been on the bridge, but, have I walked the bridge? That's a different experience. So it's like, I've driven over the bridge. I've taken the train that passes on the bridge, but I've never actually took the time to walk on the bridge. So I was like, no, I haven't done that, So like sometimes for New York, I mean, like for outsiders visiting, you're like, this is such a grand city. But for us, we're like, this is nothing new. Like we've seen everything. So
we're not fascinated with it.
So you take some things for granted, but that was a pretty fun experience. So you kind of had to step out your
you become a tourist in your own city.
Yeah, you have to literally become a tourist and make your city exciting for you and try to find the little things.
Okay, so questions 1 and 2 are answered. Our first date was on the Brooklyn Bridge, and I wanted to do that more so because when I was doing this whole online dating thing, my dates were always like going out to eat, and I was like, I don't want to go out to eat. Like, I want to do something exciting, different, and adventurous. So I wanted to see if he was gonna really be up for it, and he was. So you scored some points.
Yeah, because I did other people on the app, but mostly eating and stuff like that. Went to the circus and some other stuff. Like, so it's like you have to literally figure out, because it's like, it's the first date. You got to make a good impression. So it's like,
and you want it to be memorable.
Yeah, because it's like, especially when you're meeting someone for the first time, especially someone that you've been talking to for so long. Because it's like when you're dating online, you've actually been talking to this person for like so long. It's just like, I've just never seen you. So it's like you're trying to match that expectation of, okay, I was so excited to talk to you on the phone, and I was so excited for this. Like, it has to meet up to my expectation of you in person. Because if I come to see you in person and you don't look like what I expect, or like we're not meshing the way it is, like that first date is essentially the last date, because it's like it didn't work out, So it's like you want everything to work out the way that you envision it in your head.
Well, the good thing is you didn't get catfished.
I mean, well, you the one who saw me on the train before I
did. And I saw him on the train. You were in the same part, and I was just watching him.
And she didn't say nothing, like a creeper. Where did I see you in the train platform?
When you got off, I tapped you.
And you were like, hey, husband.
No, I didn't say hey, husband.
She's like, you want a corn dog?
I didn't say that either. But I remember walking up a long hill just to get to the bridge. You couldn't find it.
Yeah, because we had to go through the through the streets to get to the actual entrance.
So I'm going to pick the next two questions. So I like this one. What was your first impression of me?
My first impression of you, let's see. I think you had your glasses on, right? And like you had your sunglasses, your little braids, your jean jacket, and your little romper on.
Yeah. What was that the impression? What was that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, you look like what I thought. So my first impression was like, okay, she's real. But then it was like, who's tapping me? Because, so that's my first impression.
Because you were ready to run up the stairs. I had to catch you before you left.
You didn't need to catch me. You could have waited.
All right. So your first impression of me was I was what I looked like.
I was just like, what, I just said I had to match the appearance to who it was. And I was like, okay, she's real.
All right. So that's it?
I mean, besides you being short. But I knew you were short. So it was like...
All right, people, and the video is over.
I mean, I already knew you were short.
Well, my first impression of you was that... Well...
You don't remember?
No, I remember, like, as you were walking and stuff, I realized that you like to take the lead and stuff like that. You're very direct. And I also realized you like to talk. Because you did a lot of talking on the first date, which was good.
Yeah, because I mean...
But even though you can be quiet in other situations, but you talked a lot to me. Because
for the most part, you're the exception. Like, I'm like...
But that was your first time meeting me, so I didn't have to be the exception, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, the thing is, like, I've spoken to you on the phone.
I felt comfortable already.
If I've spoken to you already, you're kind of just, I'm already used to you. Like, so it's like the phone is basically the same thing. Like, especially if you meet the expectation of who you portrayed through the phone.
Got it.
So for the most part, you just got to be somebody who actually has a personality and know how to actually talk. And for the most part, like me, like as long as you like, if I ask you a question, as long as you don't give me a generic answer and you provide substance, then I can bounce off whatever you give me. And then that becomes more of a conversation. If I ask you what did you eat and you just say food, then it's like, Okay. Now I have to be the one to ask you what kind of food. Like, did you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if you say like, oh, today I cooked and I made something real good and like da 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 and I never tried to be. Now it's like, oh, you know, and I could be like, oh, you enjoy this food? Have you tried this? You know, have you tried this first? Like now it becomes more of a conversation. But if you just give me a generic one word answer, it's like, okay, you know, because like especially when you're talking to people online, like everybody feels like there's such a prize that they can't answer no question. It's like how I'm supposed to ever get to know you if you don't answer nothing, you know, especially when you're dating online. People give you the generic answer.
Generic bland answer.
So it's like,
you're like, okay.
Yeah. So it's like, if you, especially when you're dating online, if you're going to do it, it's like you either have to be willing to deal with that slow initial get to know you talk, the small chit chat, or you have to like go on their profile and dig for questions and be like, oh, I see you like to do dancing. Yeah. Like, what kind of dancing do you do? Oh, I see that you're studying this. Why do you want, you know what I'm saying? Now you have to become the detective and investigate them because they're not showing the same energy, you know? And I'm like, if you don't reciprocate my energy, then it's like, that's why people, you know.
Yeah, that's what you have to do first, because a lot of people on the online dating, they don't actually like read your profile. They just write to you because they see a picture. But for me, I always used to read the profile before I actually contacted somebody, because I have to know how to start the conversation.
Because now it's just like, how was your day? Yeah. And then like and then it becomes very stale, because it's like, okay, how was your day? My day was good. What did you do? I went to work. How was work? Good. You know, you just answer so generic, and then like it's just like, okay, like what do I text? And then like you it's like, if this person is not showing you the same energy, they're not gonna ask you a question, they're not gonna text you back. So if they say good and you're like, I'm stumped, I don't know what else to ask, now the conversation is dead. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to be like, okay, I gotta go on Google and go figure out something. You know, a lot of time, like if I felt like I was stuck, I would literally just be like, you know what? Let's just end it there. Or if it's someone like you've been talking to them for a while, but you get stuck, like I would just go on Google, and I'm like, okay, let's ask each other questions. You know, like
I remember you did do that.
And like I'm like, okay, let's just figure out things about each other, like ask us any random question, because it's like sometimes, you know, like when you're not in person, it's just talking is just about things that you don't know is like kind of hard, especially if you haven't seen that person. So you just need something to keep us going so it doesn't stop.
Right. So now you pick the next two questions.
Let's see. Well, number 9 is a generic question, so I could ask that one. It says, how long have we been together?
So in June, it will be 6 years.
6 years. So yeah, in June, it'll be 6 years. And we've been married for it's going to be our 3rd year.
Yeah. 2017, right? Yeah. End of 2017.
Yeah, because
it's going to be our 4th year at the end. When in December will be our 4th year. We're in our 3rd year of marriage.
Yeah, so it's going to be our 4th year of marriage, because we got married after 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Like around 2.5
years, almost, yeah.
So we've been together for 6 years, married for almost 4.
For almost 4 years. So 3.5 right now. So what's your second question?
Let's see. Well, we could do an easy one. What is our nickname for each other?
I mean, I pretty much just call you Max. I don't think right?
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah. There's no real name.
You call me V.
I call you V.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a nickname.
I called you that since
because nobody else ever really called me like V before. People usually call me Nessa or Ness, but
yeah, I called you V since the beginning. Yeah, so I call you V. And then one last one for me before you ask your last one is, what is the favorite feature about each other?
A favorite feature? So meaning like your features?
Yeah, so we could do that.
Let me see. Look at me. Look at me now. Turn around.
You should already know.
I know, but I gotta re-examine. I think my favorite feature is your eyes, even though you can't see anything every time I tell you to look for something.
Why didn't you want to see my eyes?
Your eyes is the window to the soul.
Oh. Oh. Is that so?
So what's your favorite feature?
Your lips.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that too.
Yeah, simple.
Why is that?
Because that's why.
Okay, so you picked 3 questions, so we're on question number.
Yeah, because it was like very small ones, so I just tied them all together.
And we're at that, so we'll try to finish. Okay, so I'll do 2 questions and then we'll end it with 1 more, and that's it.
Okay.
So, what was our first road trip?
Our first road trip. Well, we had a couple different road trips.
But what was the first one?
When we went to New Jersey to go to medieval time.
Well,
would that be considered our first road trip?
I think New Jersey, Atlantic City.
Oh yeah, we did go to Atlantic City.
Atlantic City, because that's more of a road trip.
Okay.
Medieval times was like not really.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So we did go to Atlantic City.
That was our first.
Yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't really like summer warm weather, but
yeah, it was around this time, like March, April, and it was rainy.
But we made the most of it.
Yeah.
Went to the casino for a little bit.
There was fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks, and that was my first time going to Atlantic City, so it was like, trying to figure out what to do. We went to the aquarium.
We didn't actually stay on Atlantic City. We stayed at another hotel, so we had to like drive there, but it was literally like
a few minutes,
10 minutes, to get there.
It wasn't bad. It was a really good trip, and we went to the aquarium. We did some stuff.
It's just that there wasn't a lot to do because, first of all, a lot of things had closed. Remember, Atlantic City was kind of like
rebuilding.
Yeah, kind of like iffy with a lot of businesses closing, and then the weather kind of.
Yeah, it was raining.
Yeah, so it's not like we could go on the beach and really enjoy like that summertime feel. It was more so like.
Yeah, we did things that was.
I think we went into like an arcade. Remember?
Yeah, we did it. We did an arcade.
Yeah.
We played some games.
We played golf. I think wasn't there like a little golf thing?
Yeah, we did mini golf. We went to the aquarium, and then we went to the casino. And then I think for the most part we just relaxed.
Yeah, in the hotel.
Yeah.
Then let me see. What's a weird habit of each other?
Weird habit.
You think I have any weird habits?
Oh, when you want to do your Stevie Jake.
What? That's a weird habit?
Yeah.
That's not Stevie J. I got that from my dogs.
Yeah, it's weird. You be showing all the teeth.
Because they used to do that to each other when they wanted to fight each other. So I used to think that was funny.
Right.
And something for you. Oh, I think one thing I used to think was really weird when I first met you was you used to always do like some, and I was like, what is he doing? Why is he always all the time and blowing air on me? And then you said that you do that for like breathing. Like,
yeah, it's like a breathing
technique. But you used to do it like so often that I used to think that it was kind of like weird in the beginning. So I was like, okay, he's just being weird. He's doing this all the time.
It's a breathing technique. It just like it just helps you calm down. Like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. Well, I practice martial arts, so that's just a technique that I do.
Yeah, but you would do it like just randomly. It's not like you were about to do hiya. Yeah. And then, it was just like, okay, what is he doing? All right.
Yeah, just for myself.
You see, for yourself is weird.
It's just breathing. It's taking in small breath, controlling your breathing.
All right, and last question to end this video.
Let's see.
This is a good one.
Who said I love you first?
Yeah.
Who said I love you first? I said I love you first. I think we were in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that.
You didn't tell me in the car.
When did I tell you?
You told me after I left and I was driving. And he sent it to me in a text.
You see, that's how you gotta do it. When you're scared.
Yeah, you were being scared little chicken.
You gotta send
little
a text.
Chicken. He ran upstairs and then like a little chicken.
And then you say it in person.
Little bitty chicken.
Yeah, but you and what did you say? You were like, oh, I feel the same way too, but I didn't want to tell you.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Like they do on Married at First Sight, which we're about to film right now. So we're going to end this video here.
Yes.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this little couples tag getting to know us. So we want to start with something different for the channel. So. Yeah,
so we were gone for a little bit, but now we're back. We are monetized now, so we're trying to get back in the flow of things. And
thank you guys for all your support. We have some good supporters out there.
Yeah, so now we want to try to provide some more content and just be more
ourselves. I mean, we're already ourselves.
We just want to be on brand of what we want to do.
What we really do. Like, no more reactions.
Yeah, we want to be intentional about what we're doing.
Yeah.
And
I'm still going to be doing my nutrition, of course, but aside from that, we want to do more fun.
Yeah, so it'll be more cooking videos, lifestyle videos, self-care,
shopping, grocery shopping. We have a lot of grocery shopping.
And then the rest is just going to be all fun things, and we'll try to do a couple challenges.
I think now is a good time because the weather's getting warmer, so we can do more outdoor things, and now we can do activities with our son. So now we can have more content to film. All right, guys, later.
Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.
Subscribe.
Bye-bye.